Well, Against All Odds is going to take place this Saturday night on Impact Plus. It's going to be an Impact Plus special. I think you can also buy it on Fight TV for $10 if you want to just do it that way. But $7.99 it comes with your subscription to Impact Plus. It's going to be live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be 5 here on the West Coast. And the main event is going to be Kenny Omega taking on Moose. The Impact Championship will be on the line. And the unique thing about this is it's actually going to be from Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, where AEW tapes Dynamite every week and where they do all their major shows. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. It's going to give a different vibe. I hope that they have their quote unquote fans or, AEW Dark and Elevation jobbers around the ring to maybe provide some ambiance, provide some noise, and create a better atmosphere than what we're normally used to seeing on an Impact show. Um, you know, let's go ahead and let's get into that match. So JD, I think this is going to be a quick answer. So I'm going to give you a difficult answer, a question after I ask this first question.
Okay.
First question: who's winning the match?
Which match?
Omega and Moose.
Omega.
Okay. Okay. Now the difficult question: over under 4 stars from Uncle Dave.
Oh, over.
Okay. I think I'm going to push.
You're gonna push that?
I'm going to push.
I'm gonna go 4.25.
4.25. Okay. I think that's pretty reasonable. I, I think Moose is absolutely, capable, and, Omega matches kind of start at 4 stars with Dave, but, I don't know. I think some of the steam's been let out of it. 4 stars is still a really good match. That,
Four
I
and a
mean,
quarter
that,
is that's a great match.
yeah,
It makes me make people go, how come this match only got 4 stars? Twitter
no,
discourse is stupid.
yeah. So, absolutely. Next match. All right. We got Kojima and Joe Doring. Who you got?
I got it. I'll go Kojima by disqualification.
I'm going to go Kojima by clean victory, clean pinfall victory.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
I
Joe
hope you're
Doring,
right.
yeah, Doring has been protected. I think tonight might have been one of the first couple of times he actually got taken off his feet by another wrestler.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Since he debuted last January, and it's only I think his second or third singles match since he's been in the company. He looked a little bit vulnerable, but I think that this New Japan relationship is so important to Impact, and Kojima is such a legend. I don't think they're bringing in a guy like that to do a job.
Oh, I agree, 100%.
So
That'd be a bad move right away.
I'm going to go ahead and go Kojima. I don't think Doring loses anything by losing to Kojima. He's still the tag team champion, so I'm going to go ahead and go victory Kojima, clean.
Do we get a VBD jumping after the match?
Oh, of course, you
That's
got
what I
to.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. Why else have a faction?
Yeah, that's true. Why? And Dean are gonna have to get his heat back. So yes.
Yeah. Well, and Kojima is still there up until Slammiversary. He was there for the entire taping block.
Oh
So
wow.
they
Okay.
taped for 2 months. So there's more matches to come. So we'll probably see Eddie Edwards and Kojima team up here pretty soon. Is what I'm thinking. So next match we got Rich Swann taking on W. Morrissey. Who you got in this one?
Morrissey.
Absolutely, I'm going Morrissey too. Clean boot to the face. Boom. East River Crossing pinfall. Too easy. Next match, we got Petey Williams taking on Trey Miguel, Ace Austin, Chris Bay, and Rohit Raju in a 5-way #1 contenders match for the X Division Championship.
The story of this match seems to be the World versus Ace Austin. So logic would tell me it'd probably be Ace Austin. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Logic would say Ace Austin. Impact has not been very logical lately.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
The
I am
impact
good.
factor.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Trey Miguel. We have not seen Alexander taking on Trey Miguel yet. We've seen the Ace Austin match already.
That's true.
We have seen the Chris Bay match. I love Petey Williams. He's a legend. I don't think that he gets a big slot at Slammiversary in a title match. Same thing with Rohit Raju, and I think that we've seen that match too. So the fresh matchup is Trey Miguel. I'm going to go with Trey Miguel.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm still going to go Ace Austin. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm buying your mail.
Okay. Next match is for the Knockouts Championship. We got Deonna Purrazzo taking on Rosemary.
I like this match. I think this is going to be a really good match.
Yeah.
I still think they're going to keep Deonna strong.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. I think Deanna continues her winning ways, and then maybe we'll figure out who kidnapped Taylor Wilde.
Yeah, what's up? I was going to ask about that. Did she have an appendectomy? Because she
Dude,
was all in the storylines, and all of a sudden it was like she was gone. I went to her Twitter feed, and she still says she's an Impact, but I don't know.
yeah,
Like they don't talk about her. It was like she poochied.
yeah. So maybe the person that kidnapped Samoa Joe years ago, and we never figured out who that was. Maybe it's the same person that kidnapped Taylor Wilde. And then maybe Samoa Joe and Taylor Wilde escape their captors and they show up at Slammiversary this year.
That's so ridiculous. I think I'd like to watch that.
Yeah. So next match for the and I have Deanna Prazo winning, of course. The next match we got the Knockouts Tag Team Championship, Fire and Flava taking on Susan and Kimberly. Who you got in this one?
Fire and Flavor.
I'm going Fire and Flava over under 2 stars from Uncle Dave on this one.
Under.
I am gonna go under as well. We might even get the DUD, the big dud. If Susan starts throwing her shoes, it's like, come on, you guys are setting women's wrestling back about 25 years.
Yeah, Mickey James is doing an all women's pay-per-view, which apparently I learned today is a bad idea. I didn't know that. Thanks, Uncle Paul.
Yeah.
I think that I think it's gonna be a horrible match.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be the worst match on the show.
Yeah, I think by far it'll be the worst match on the show.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the quality of the competitors. I think it's the characters that Kimberly and Susan are portraying that are not allowing, like, they are not there to have good matches.
No,
they're there to be ridiculous.
They're minions.
Yeah.
I actually mean the guys from Despicable Me. Like that's literally what they're out there to do, to look stupid and get beat up. And, again, I have no investment in this match because I'm not told who I should be in favor of here. So, yeah.
Hey, they got to get everybody on the card. What are you going to do?
Well, you're right. They got to get everybody on the card. We don't have a big enough roster. So I get it. But yes.
Next is for the men's tag team championship. We got Violent by Design, which is Cody Deaner and Rhino, not Joe Doring, taking on Decay with Crazy Steve and Black Toros.
So you glossed over it, but while they were cutting to Eric Young's lips, he was saying a lot to about Cody Deaner not letting him down. Very Vader-like, very Darth Vader-like. I got a hunch that Decay pins Deaner, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But it's a hunch, so I'll go with it. I'll go Decay over Violent by Design.
Yeah, man, I kind of want to go Decay too, just because I think they would be the better champs right now. But
I like the Violent by Design act. I think it's.
So do I.
I mean, you're gonna kill it if both Kojima and Decay win. Well, you're not gonna kill it, but I mean, like it does defang them quite a bit.
Right. So I'm gonna go with Violent by Design for that reason.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a little too early to take the titles off of them. And Finjuice, I think, is waiting in the wings. Hopefully they'll be able to come back from Japan, and hopefully, I know David Finlay had COVID for a little bit, so hopefully he's doing okay. I did watch the Dominion show. I didn't see Juice and David Finlay on there, but
I think they're still sleeping in the dojo right now.
Probably.
They're not happy.
Truth be told, I always fast forward like the first hour of a New Japan show anyway. So
I host a New Japan podcast, and I would recommend that to everybody.
Yeah. If you're gonna watch a cyber fight festival from Noah DDT and Tokyo Joshi Pro,
skip to the end. The last four matches are good.
Yeah, skip about 4 hours in. That thing was 6 hours long.
That was I don't want to hear anyone ever complain about these 4-hour pay-per-views again when Cyber Agent or Cyber Fight gave you a 6-hour. They called it a festival. They were not lying. That was way too much wrestling. But there were some really good matches on that show. We got more in depth on High Tension.
Yes.
The DDT versus Noah tag match was fantastic match of the show.
Later, text me.
Yes,
message me a timestamp on that deal,
because
I watched the final 2 matches, and then I started to watch the beginning matches, but I was like, nope, I'm fast forward to this, and then I don't ask me why. I know why I watched this. I watched their Royal Rumble.
Oh God!
Oh, I know.
Why did you do that?
Dude, I know. I am not proud of myself, but I saw the dude with the one leg. I saw his training videos, and I was just like, and he's, I can't even remember what's his name. I'm sorry. His name.
No, I don't
okay.
actually.
He was an Olympic wrestler in 1976 for Japan.
Oh,
And
oh, 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 oh! It was I'm sorry, I forgot. It was Oh my god,
dude, like everybody's gonna lose so much respect for both of us. You especially. You
I
deserve.
know it's late here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay, so
I'm
anyway,
looking something up.
he lost his leg a couple of years ago, and he is like in his late 60s, and he's coming back. So I wanted to see that.
Yoshiaki Yatsu,
Yeah,
Jeepers.
yes. He is Yoshiaki Yatsu. He was an Olympic wrestler, just a legendary Japanese competitor. And I wanted to see that. I thought that was a good story. The match was not good.
No,
No, there was a couple of parts of it that made me laugh, but I did watch. So I apologize if you're here trying to listen to an against all odds preview show.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about Cyber Fight Fest, which was six and
here's
a half
a
hours long.
here's a rule of thumb. Battle royals stink, no matter what company they're from. I've seen like one or two good ones in my life. One of them was All In 2018. It was a pretty good battle royal. The rest of them are terrible. The WWE has figured out how to book a Royal Rumble, and even
Mhm.
some years they don't even do it very well. But the knockoff Royal Rumbles,
Bad.
especially the Japanese knockoff Royal Rumbles, are all bad.
All bad.
All
Yep,
of them,
all bad. Bound for Glory, every year they do one. At least the last
also
3 years.
bad.
Also very, very bad. And they're intergender battle royals too. And I don't want to get controversial. Not my cup of tea. So
No, I'm not an
yeah,
intergender guy either.
no.
Casino Battle Royale, also bad.
Yes. Yep.
Terrible. Like
Terrible.
they
Yep.
need to. I know they want their own version of the Royal Rumble. It's not quite working. So
Mhm.
no, bad.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna go with Violent by Design on that match. So
I'm changing my vote. Violent by design.
okay. Next match we got the Good Brothers taking on Sammy Callahan and Tommy Dreamer. I think that you got to give Sammy Callahan a victory here, right? I mean, he hasn't won a match in years.
Yeah. If Sammy Callahan does not win on this show, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know why we're watching. I don't like. I know it's his gimmick, is he doesn't win on big events, as we just proved. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hate that the Good Brothers lose a lot, but I guess that Sammy can. I don't know.
The good, the
He's got
Good
to win.
Brothers are one of their top acts, and they keep losing.
Yeah,
It boggles my mind.
it's strange. Again, this is the problem with having such a small roster, and you can't bring people in to eat L's every now and then. Is like when you have these events, like someone's got to lose, and I don't like the idea of Sammy Callahan and Tommy Dreamer beating the best. Like they're the best tag team in the division, but whatever. They have to lose at some point. I assume some chicanery will occur. It's Impact. There will be chicanery.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It's got to be Sammy Callahan. If Tommy Dreamer pins somebody, then I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on.
Another guy that loses every match is Tommy Dreamer. And so
Yes, that's true.
they very well could pin Tommy Dreamer. Um,
You know what? That might actually happen now that I think about it, because Tommy Dreamer, campaigns to lose,
mhm,
and he's one of the guys in charge. So Tommy Dreamer, I'm like, hey, I'm right here, just pin me.
yeah,
That they could actually could make sense. So we'll see
could
what
make
happens.
sense, but like Callahan has to get some victories over people heading into Slammiversary. It's just I don't know. It blows my
Gotta
mind.
happen at some point.
Yeah,
Like, yes, didn't he just lose to Trey Miguel? Why was he
he
getting a
did
world title shot?
at the pay per view.
Why?
So
Why? What are we
here's
doing?
here's his 2021. And I was just thinking about this earlier. So at Hard to Kill, he lost to Eddie Edwards in a barbed wire massacre. Great match, by the way.
Yeah,
If you
it
guys have
was.
never seen that, check that out. And then he starts his feud with Trey Miguel. He actually beats Trey Miguel on an Impact Plus special. But then they come right back to that match at Rebellion, and he loses to Trey Miguel in a last man standing match. Then at Under Siege, he's in the 6-way match for the number one contender spot. He loses that. And then a couple nights later on Impact, he takes on Moose in the main event, double DQ. This week, you're the number one contender. So
It doesn't make any
no.
sense. Like, we get on WWE for booking these bizarre, but at least they try to justify. Like, they'll do like a quick fix justification. This isn't even that. Like, this. Why did he lose to Trey Miguel if you were going to put him in the world title program? Where's the logic? I don't
No,
know.
it makes no sense.
Screaming
And
into the wind.
yeah, last but not least, we got Tennille Dashwood taking on Jordan Grace in a match that was made tonight during Dashwood. Apparently, her amazing segment, according to the Wrestling Observer.
I can't believe that's a real sentence that you just said. Yet here we are.
Yeah.
Um, it, if Jordan Grace doesn't win this, yeah, I
So Jordan Grace is somebody that's eaten a lot of L's lately too.
I know. Well, she just resigned, so
So they
let's
got to
throw
give
her
her
a bone and have her beat the Instagram model.
right. Yeah, I fully expect Grace to win here, and maybe Dashwood wins because she found her new tag team partner. Maybe her new tag team partner shows up, and then that's what they're doing. Because she's been asking everybody to be her partner, she keeps getting turned down. So maybe she just creates her own partner. Maybe it's that Lady Frost girl that came in.
It could be. Actually, that would kind of work. I could see it. That would actually make sense if you debut someone and they, because then that actually gives us a secondary feud in the Knockouts tag division. So, hey,
Go
why not?
figure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.